Hi, welcome to Colombia. I'm here on a little bit of a vacation to do some sightseeing, do some paragliding, visit a coffee farm perhaps, definitely drink some good coffee and try some delicious food. And also want to do a bit of reflecting on the year so far. This is like the end of the first quarter of 2024. And so just kind of reflect on some of my intentions that I've set for the year and how things are going with that so far. So if you'd like to join me for this little adventure in Colombia, I hope you'll give this video a watch and yeah, let's enjoy the magic of Colombia together. Welcome to Jerico, Colombia. This is where we are staying during our time here in Colombia. We're walking through, driving through, eating here, and yeah, just enjoying the vibe of the town. It's a really cute little town. Everybody comes out and hangs out in this square during the evenings and all during the day. So yeah, we're really enjoying it here so far. To the restaurant. Thank God for Google Translate, because when we don't have our Colombian tour guide with us, Nick and I know just a tiny bit of Spanish. He knows more than me, but Google Translate really helps because we can show people what we want to do, and that really helps out a lot. But this place is really cute. So this is a place where we're gonna have a little bit of food. We've come here a few times now. They have really good arepas and juice too, so yeah, just wanted to show you a little bit of the indoor experience here at the restaurant, and we're like the only ones here right now too, so that's cool.
So one funny thing that just happened to me is I was hanging out outside at the square, and a little boy who was playing soccer kicked the ball my way, and it got stuck under my feet, and he came over, rushed over, and said something like, "Give it to me, gringo." So anyway, just got called a gringo. That was fun.
We've been getting a lot of juice while on this trip. That's been one of my favorite things so far. So this is guanabana juice in agua, in water. We've had a lot of mango juice too. This is really delicious. Okay, here's the arepa situation. Where today? Good? Yay, we found chocolate arepas. Been looking for these. They're the sweet corn ones. I love them. So good. This is the house where we're staying. This is owned by a woman named Maru, who's also one of our paragliding instructors. And yeah, we're really enjoying it here. So far, it's got a beautiful view, and I will take you inside and give you a little tour. is Africa, one of our favorite puppies, on launch. Right now we're getting ready, or other people are getting ready. They're gonna show us what the conditions are like, but Nick and I are hanging out here with this sweet girl.
África. Pasito con la niña. Ay, no. África, pasito.
Looks good, Adrianne. Run crazy. Run hard, run. Pull a little break if you can't keep up. Next.
And she like the massage.
A massage? Oh, look at that.
Martina. She loves massage.
Oh, that's cute.
You will not find it.
Ah, es que le gusta.
Almost purple, right? And in many farms, they take all of this and the flavor will change a lot. This one is the best one and they have care about take only this.
Freijoa, zapote,
Zapote.
guanábana,
Uy.
mandarinas, madroños.
So they put the coffee between the trees, the sweet fruits, because they say the sour, the flavor in the fruit they share. Okay, the process is they take the purple
Berries.
yes, and then they put it in the water for 1 week or something like that. Just lo ponen en agua, ¿cierto? And then this skin will be like softer, and they clean it. Okay, then is this pergamino? Ah no, but then they dry.
A sacarle la piel. Vamos a trillarlo. Sí. There it is.
It's fabric.
The way he's cleaning
The dog's got its fabric.
Fuego.
This is like our traditional fogon. It's beautiful.
Fuego. Revolver.
Yes. Round, please. One, baby.
Guys, sí. Aroma.
No, it smells good.
Hey, so I'm sitting here in the square that I showed you earlier here in Jerico, and so on this vacation, so it's like the end of the first quarter, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, of 2024. So I want to take just a little bit of time to talk about some reflecting that I've been doing on my intentions for 2024, because like I think I talked about in the vlog where we went to Timberline, I set some goals / intentions for myself. I hope it's not too loud with this background noise. You can still hear me well. I guess we'll find out. But anyway, like I was saying, I set 5 really clear areas of focus for myself for this year. And also what I did was kind of like set some clear goals and intentions around those areas, and also some plans and some strategies to help myself stay focused on those areas and what I wanted to improve and see manifest in 2024. And so part of the system for myself is definitely regular checking in. And so this is kind of like one of those check-ins. So I want to just reflect a little bit on how things have been going so far. I think overall I'm pretty pleased with the progress that I've made and kind of the focus that I've been able to be consistent with for all 5 of these areas. I think this is possibly the best that I've done with this as far as like New Year's intention setting versus times in the past. I think like at least in the sense that I had 5 areas, which was kind of a lot, and I feel that while maybe I haven't given all the areas quite as much focus as I wanted to, like, you know, sometimes at the beginning of the year, oftentimes we can get ambitious and really think we're going to do all these things and make all this progress and kind of totally change our lives, but it can be hard to maintain that level of focus and commitment and energy for the duration. But I think like, yeah, I haven't let any of those areas fully drop off the map, which is good. Like I've given them all at least some attention, definitely some more than others. But I think that first of all, that's been helpful. Like what's actually been helpful in that regard is that I was really clear with myself about like clear things that I wanted to work on, and then also a clear routine or schedule of when I was going to put time and energy into those things. And so having like a realistic schedule of kind of knowing what my daily routine tends to be and then making sure that I scheduled in time to work on these areas that are important to me, that's been super helpful. And generally I've been able to maintain that, except for during this 2-week vacation in Colombia where my schedule has been a little unpredictable. I've made still some progress on the goals, but in the past couple weeks, it's not been quite as much, but other than that, it's been really good. So that's been really helpful. And then let's see, the other thing I wanted to reflect on is that I feel like, so one of my areas of focus was manifesting mojo, or like energy alignment, all the things that I talk about on this channel basically. And I feel like in that area, I have been doing a great job of having a consistent manifesting practice. Like I talked about in a recent video where I talked about the importance of kind of a consistent manifesting practice and some of the tips for having consistency with that. I've been implementing a lot of those and have been consistent mostly in that practice. And now we're gonna have a clock chiming in the background too, I bet. Anyway, yeah, okay. I'm right next to the church, the main church here in the square of Jerico, so this seemed like the quietest area to talk to you. I wanted to have an interesting background, so that's why we're here instead of like in our room, but okay. It's 6 o'clock, so. All right. Hopefully you might enjoy this bit of church bell chiming. Okay, that's really a lot of bells. That's just more time for reflection, I guess. Anyway, okay, so like I was saying, for my manifesting practice, I feel like what I talked about in that video is really true, in that having a consistent manifesting routine is definitely the secret for if you want something to actually manifest, because that's one part of it. The second part of it, I feel, is that with my manifesting practice, I've been doing it as much for, if not more, for just the joy of the practice itself, just like focusing on manifesting the positive feelings of what I'm working on manifesting, just like really enjoying the visualizations or the scripting or the affirmations that I'm focusing on or something like that, just like really enjoying the pleasure that I get from just focusing on the things that I'm creating just in and of itself. So that aspect plus like the consistency has led for things to start manifesting faster than I really expected them to. And yeah, I have good expectations about the power of that, but I feel like it's been faster and easier in its effect than I would have expected in a few areas. So that's been really cool. So I'm definitely wanting to continue with a strong energy alignment practice. And it's been interesting too, because I feel like the universe is even just Nick and I were talking about this today. I won't go into the details about it, but just like there's other areas where I can apply some of these manifesting skills and manifesting routine that I've been honing in on even more lately, that are more challenging, that I can apply them to, because I've been building more and more confidence in this area. And so I look forward to doing that, and the universe giving me more ways to kind of build those muscles and challenge myself to take my manifesting and energy alignment skills to the next level. So I'm sure I will be talking more about that in the future and sharing more about that with you as I'm learning more things as I'm working towards that. So anyway, the segment's getting a little bit longer than I wanted because of those church bells and stuff, and I'm rambling a little bit. But there's one other thing I wanted to talk about with this, and that was just that some of my intentions are evolving a bit too, and that was to be expected. A lot of times I think when we set intentions, we have one particular idea of what we want to create, and as we move closer towards alignment with that intention and things start manifesting, our feelings may change, the intention may evolve, it may morph a little bit. And yeah, just one specific area where that's happened for me was at the beginning of the year. I had a really strong intention to create a new psychic reading offer in my business. Like, I have one that I've been doing for a while, but I had some new inspiration for how I wanted to kind of evolve that. And so I started working towards that intention. But what I then kind of got inspired to do was create this really detailed and involved new training about intention setting, because that's the first part of my psychic reading process, is having my clients set intentions for what they want to manifest. And I got all this inspiration to create like this really kind of elaborate training about that, of just kind of sharing everything that I know about that and some new things that were inspired. So that was kind of an interesting evolution of that intention, and now I'm not totally sure where inspiration is going to lead me to next. If it's going to be that I continue working on that intention setting training and maybe that becomes like a course or a workshop or something, or if that just remains as a training that I put into my new psychic reading offer. I'm not totally sure. But anyway, just like that's another thing that's been happening, is some intentions have been evolving and changing, and that was kind of to be expected. And that's kind of the interesting part of manifesting, and something that I think you need to be open to. So anyway, those are a few reflections for where I am at with my 2024 intentions, now already at the end of the first quarter of the year. And so yeah, moving forward, my intention is just to remain focused, to keep making progress. I'm especially excited about the progress I've been making with my art and like drawing intentions. You can see some earlier videos that I may link at this point where I've tried to set intentions for art and creativity in the past, and it's been not very successful. And it's really feels like I have so much new energy and inspiration and kind of success with those intentions now versus times in the past. So that's one area that I'm particularly excited to keep moving forward with. So anyway, all right, I think I'll go ahead and round out this segment for now. And thank you if you stuck with me for this, for giving me the space to share a little bit about where I'm at with these things. The main activity for our day in Medellin was a tour of Comuna 13, which is a neighborhood that is known for its positive transformation from one of the most dangerous places in the world into one that is really known for vibrant street art, a very energetic atmosphere, and street performances. And so we really enjoyed seeing all of these during our time in Comuna 13.
Tiene cosas. ¡Ey, ey, ey, ey! ¡Epa! ¡Epa! ¡Che! ¡Ay, ay, ay! Ahora hagamos algo. Regalemos el besito a la gente. ¡Ay, ay, ay! Ahora vamos más rápido. ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¡Ok! ¡Epa!
Shit! Just like that!
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
Muy bonita. Kombuchas and water for our last meal in Colombia.